Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we're going to do a quick skiff replacement. We're going to swap out the skiff washers or the cage ceramic ball bearings. It might do a little tune on this brand new Axon, mini Axon knife by Vero. It's really cool, black DLC on the blade and the handle. Let's take a look at this beautiful little knife here, okay? So here we go. So I already have the T8, which is going to be what you see on the pivot right there. Oops, where are we? Oh, it's upside down, that's why. T8, but these are T6s because it's a mini. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know, for a mini knife to have those mini screws. All right, so in order to take this off, we have to go on this side over here. And it's important you get a good tool so you can get in there. You see, here's the over travel stop, the bar, and here's the blade with the washers. Now I happen to have this right here. This will tell me what the cage bearing are. So it's definitely a 5mm, okay? And let's see, what's the width on this? 1/16. 5mm 1/16, which is, I believe, these guys right here. Yeah. Now it is caged. You can see that little caged pivot right there. See a little flat spot right there? So we'll clean that off. Might be time for a new cloth. This one's pretty dirty. Yeah. Now, I don't know if you can see that. There's a little ramp on it. Very cool. Now, this is supposed to be a blemish, and I'm still having a hard time finding where the blemish is on this one. And I'm wondering if it's going to show up at some point, but don't know when. So I'm going to take this off, the clip. That does have 2 screws. Looks like they're T6s. Because I want to tune this. That bar is really stiff right there. So I'm going to get some leverage in here. Again, getting some leverage. All right, so that's the over travel stop. Sometimes these have a little trouble coming off. Let's see. This is the stop pin. I don't know if it's not coming out or what. It's in there pretty good. There we go. I'm going to take the washer out so we can clean that out. All right. Let's see if I can get this off. Ooh, caught it. All right, so that's how far up it is right now. So let's see if we can drop that down just a little bit. All right, we want to go just a little bit at a time, right? Very, very little at a time. So I like to see where it goes. So it's touching about right there. So I'll go just a little bit below that. Maybe just a little bit more. All right, that should be good right there. Never want to go too far. Always can do it a second time, right? Rather go a little bit at a time than do too much. I'm trying to take this washer off. I wonder if I can get it out like this. Okay. There we go. All right. Now let me put the over travel stop back in over here. It was a little tight, but it seemed to come out pretty well. Just try to lay it in flat. There we go. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to put that little screw back on. Okay. Got that back on. Let's clean these. Get a nice clean side, a nice polished side up. Make sure the inside's cleaned out. You can see the oil residue there. Like the nice polished sides up. Let's clean the pivot. All right, so that's interesting. So sometimes it's a captive pivot, but this is not. There's no screw on that side. So what I do for that is I'll put a little Loctite on there. So part of the setting part, it's going to make sure it sticks. Okay. Ooh, that kit. Oh no, it's all over the place. That sometimes happens. Actually, there's a little oil on there, so let me make sure I get that off first before I even put the Loctite on. Oil and Loctite don't mix. It kind of doesn't allow your Loctite to set up. So you want to make sure you get that oil off first. Then you kind of totally ruin the Loctite, right? If the oil is on there, Loctite's not going to do you much good, sadly. Ooh. Come back over here. Okay, I'm going to make sure that's back on there. Pivot's on the top. Which side does it go? Inside, okay. Now this probably comes off right here. Yeah, this is the back spacer. Let's put that back on. Cool. All right, so now I'm going to do my oil. This is my 10 weight. I do that for the cage bearings. So I'll put a little on here. Get the skiff washers out. Now sometimes I might have used these in another knife just to test it, especially if it's a knife I'm either giving away or selling or, you know, being borrowed, being loaned by somebody if they're okay with me doing that. Sometimes if you loan me a knife, I may even put skiff washers in for you if I have them. Just a thought there. Not trying to bribe you, but certainly making it, you know, there's a cool knife that I've been wanting to check out and you happen to have it and you would be cool with me borrowing it. Certainly want to make it, you know, worth your time if you're thinking about it and you trust me enough to allow me to put those on for you, I would be honored. Okay. Oh, I just put the wrong ones on, didn't I? Dummy. Put those over there. Come on, Robert. All right, there we go. Now we got the right ones. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on now. Make sure that polish side is down. Good. Now we're going to try to get this lined up here. Come on. Dropping my stuff. Let's see if we can get that lined up. I think I'm almost there. Now, before I do that, I think I finally got it lined up. I'm going to put a little oil on the detent hole. Just a little bit on the track. Just a drop on the ball. Okay. I think it's lined up. Hopefully I can get it in there just right. Now it's in the captive. Perfect. So now we're going to put this on. Oops. Well, I got so excited and I forgot. I'm a dummy. You probably all saw it. You're like, don't forget your clip. And I did. I forgot my clip. I saw the extra screws and I said, where are those extra screws from? It must be for the clip. There we go. All right, hopefully it's still lined up. Hopefully we can go right back in. Come on. Be good to me. Be good to me. Come on. Be good to me. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. Yes. Whew. All right. Finally, we're in a good spot. There we go. Okay, good. Let's put the rest of the screws in. I think we're in a good spot. I'll let that set and dry. It is centered. And again, you know, we were talking about the unboxing where I thought maybe the defect is in the blade shape. It's best I can see because it does look like it might be a little weird shaped, but I don't know. I'm not really sure where else it could possibly be. I'm not seeing anything else here that stands out. Maybe the color doesn't match exactly. It does seem like it's different tones for the clip and the body. So maybe it didn't meet the color matchup specifications. All right, we're going to let that sit. There you go. So these are the old scales, or the old washers right here. So the Vero Mini Axon takes the 5mm, 1/16 ball inch, ball count 11. Inner diameter is 0.2 inches, outer diameter is 0.37, and the thickness of the washer itself is 0.05 inches. And that, mind you, that's not a crimped over thing like this. It's actually a washer that's milled out with a radial cut for the ball to pop into. That's the difference with Skiff washers. You're getting a phosphor bronze washer with cage ceramic balls put inside of it. And that's pretty stinking cool if you ask me. I think that's just pretty neat. That is something you don't get with crimped over washers. Now, sort of similar is going to be some of those plastic, Teflon, whatever ones. But again, when you're dealing with those, just realize that it's plastic. It's not phosphor bronze. It's not quite the same, right? And anytime I've taken those apart, there's usually a little cut, little piece sticking off of it. That always kind of bothers me just a little bit. So, got a little oil over here. We're going to wipe that up. All right, so this is the Mini Axon with now the Skiff washers in there and a little slight tuning of the detent. It was a little bit, in my opinion, it was a little tight. Now, we can always tighten that back up, right? Is it locked in there? It is. We're at about, what, 20%? Yeah. So you can always bring that in if we felt like it's too light. I don't think so, because now I can flip it, and I believe I can, yeah, I should be able to, yeah, knuckle flip it as well, which to me is important. It's still tight. I don't want to keep flipping it because then the Loctite won't set and it keeps creeping on the pivot screw, and it's kind of the point of me letting it set so it can sit. We want that to sit, okay? Of course, we got a little bit of extra oil. I always put a little extra oil on there. I know some people don't like to, but I do. So this is the Mini Axon with the tuned detent and the Skiff washers. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I think it's going to be a lot more enjoyable, at least for me. I like my detents a little bit lighter, especially if I'm dealing with a top flipper or front flipper. I want that to be enjoyable. So that's what I did. All right, hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, informative, or worthwhile, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, would you please consider hitting the subscribe button? Okay, also down below. Subscribing and liking the videos really helps out the channel. Helps the channel grow, produce more content, do more things for you guys. So thank you. Thank you so much to all of you guys, especially those who watch, who like, subscribe. I sure appreciate you guys. Thank you. And if you haven't already, hit that notification button down below so you can be notified of future content. And finally, to all my channel members, thank you. A big, huge thank you. Appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing, and you really have helped the channel since the very beginning. And if you guys have been on the fence and you thought, hey, I'd like to become a channel member, I would love to have you and be honored. There's a little link down below in the description where you can sign up to become a channel member. I would be honored. Just so you know, new channel members and any channel members who've been a channel member for a while, and if you haven't reached out to ask me yet, email me with your name and address, and I'll send you out a sticker. And also, there's a once a month channel member giveaway. We do that as well. That should be a lot of fun. So feel free to, consider that if that helps you to want to become a channel member. Some cool giveaways. I do appreciate you guys. But don't ever feel pressured. Just if you want to subscribe, you want to just subscribe and watch the videos, I'm honored. I love it. But if you want to be a member, I would be totally honored and appreciative. So thank you. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you guys. If you have any questions about this tuning or tuning of other knives or putting in skiff washers, let me know. Don't forget, use RNK10 to get 10% off your skiff washers when you do order them directly from Skiff made blades or skiff washers. That link is also down in the description as well. You get 10% off. Want to help you save you some money. Definitely encourage you to do that. So thank you again. Appreciate you guys. And if you haven't already checked me out on Instagram, please go check me out on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.